everybody's looking forward to this Oregon game. Okay, that's in October. I believe this was October. Okay.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I have it. This was, yep, October 12th. All right. Oregon's new to the Big Ten. We want to see all that speed, that West Coast speed. See how that speed matches up with the Big Ten style of football. All right.
Yeah.
You guys go to Eugene. You lose to Oregon in a tight one. All right. You
Mm-hmm.
lose to Oregon in a tight one, a 31-32 loss to Oregon. All right. After that game, what was coach's message as far as, hey, we still got a lot of things can change here. We can still control our own destiny. Was that the message, or was it something different?
Yeah, no doubt. It was. We still control our own destiny, not to the potential that we wanted it to be, where we can just run the clean slate and then go to Big Ten championship and have a first round bye. Like, of course, that's what we wanted, but we still have control of our own destiny. We knew we had to win out. Coach Day kept preaching we had to win out. Had to beat Penn State. We knew Indiana was a good football team. We knew that was going to be a top 5 matchup as well, so we had to win that football game. And just we lost because we didn't trust in our training. We felt like, and we were trying to do things that we originally don't do. A lot of like just stuff defensively, I would say. Not, and we don't like pointing fingers at all, but just defensively, we had trouble that game, and the offense we had their back. But and then once he stepped into the defensive world, he started taking control of the defense as well, Coach Day, and practices and stuff, making sure when we came off that bye week we were fresh and our confidence was back up, and we were back to playing Ohio State football. And I think he did that to a really good magnitude as well, because once we came back, the defense was situated, the offense kept producing, and we just got hot, and then that pretty much just helped us build in to the CFP and just really build our foundation off that loss. And this is what we needed. Coming into the season, you hear all these things. Ohio State has this person, this person, this person. The receiver room is the best in the country. They got the best backs in the country, but that can also still lose football games. It don't matter who you have, you still have to come out and play every Saturday.
Stay on that timeline. All right, and don't kill me for this question.
Okay.
You lose to Michigan at home.
Mm-hmm.
What was that feeling like in that locker room post game?
It was definitely a jaw-dropping experience. It didn't feel real, if that makes sense. You never ever like been into a situation that didn't feel real. That was one of them ones, and I feel like that game is such a build-up and such an anticipated matchup. No matter what the records are, where you're ranked, how good your football team is on each side, it's a very anticipated matchup. It's the biggest rivalry in college football and probably in America, to be honest. And losing that game just showed the perseverance of our team. We came in, we had a team, only a player-led meeting. No coaches, just straight players. We said whatever we wanted. If it was the harsh truth, it was the harsh truth. But we knew as brothers, like, if we did a team, and shout out to our leadership committee as well, our seniors, that they hosted a team player meeting only. And it really just brought out each side. It brought out each side of the ball. It brought out personalities. It brought out people's feelings, And thanks for that. That's why we went on our historic run that we did. And it brought us even tighter. It wasn't like we're just going to point the fingers at everybody and hope for the best. Like, it was like, no, we're going to address the issues. If you have personally something you want to say to the coaches, because Coach Day came in a little later, and people were directly talking to Coach Day as well about the loss, about the season, just in general. Like, anything you had to say was going to be said, because once we left that meeting, we were going to pray. We were going to come together as brothers, and we was going to go on the best run in college football history. And then that's what we did. So, I think just like the Oregon loss, I think that's a loss we needed as well. We beat a top 5 matchup in Penn State. We beat a top 5 matchup in Indiana. We're feeling really good. Like, no, okay, we can't be messed with. And then a humbling loss like that can definitely get you into a mindset, okay, we haven't done nothing. Now, that's what we just kept saying. We haven't done anything yet, and let's just fight for one more game with your brother. That's all you got to fight for. Every game that you come out, fight for one more game with your brother, and that's what our mindset was after that loss.
Kyle McCord had a fantastic year, in my opinion, last year. Okay.
Yeah.
Will Howard has to replace him because he goes to Syracuse. We're not going to get into it. Why he left, I don't know. I'm sure you don't really want to get into, so screw it. But he goes to Syracuse. Will Howard replaces him. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I hadn't been the biggest fan of Will Howard, and I think he played like crap against Michigan. But then he comes out against not just against Notre Dame, but he comes off in the playoffs and plays pretty well and plays fantastic in the biggest moment against Notre Dame.
Right.
What kind of dude is Will Howard? Like, give me your best Will Howard impression, best Will Howard story. He seems like a dude that cats want to be around. He seems like a team guy.
Absolutely. First, ultimate leader. Before I say anything, he's the ultimate leader of a football team. It's a coach's dream to have a player like that is orchestrating your offense and really gluing your team together. I would say about Will. Two, he's like a bro. Like he's just like a brother. Like he just like you feel me. Like he's seasoned. If you understand what I'm saying, he's like
Yep.
He's like he's not like somebody you can't spark a conversation with. You know, like he understands people. You know, he really just loves being around the football team every day. Like he loves his job. And that's hard to find. A lot of people don't really, love what they do. But he truly loved being around us. He truly loved that role he had to be the front line, the front center guy, and really take us to the promised land. And I think he embraced that role every day as well. And the more he embraced it, his play got better. The more comfortable, the more confident he was, his play was at a high level. And I think coming from K-State to Ohio State is definitely a huge jump. So, I mean, it definitely took him a long time to really adapt to that and adapt to that mindset that is how different it is. But once he did, he hit the ground running, and people just formed closer to him. And he just really brought our team the closest it's ever been. And he was the dude for the job by far. I don't know. Like, it's hard to explain how much we appreciated Will on the team no matter if you were a D lineman, an offensive lineman, a corner, a walk on, like everybody loved Will and was behind him no matter what he did. And I feel like the more he felt that love from us, he kept playing better and better, and he was more confident every day.